About this tag.
Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to the Joshing Around channel. Today we are playing Powerwash Simulator and chatting together. In last episode, we talked about the bad things about Fortnite. In this episode, we are going to be talking about the good things of Fortnite, if we have enough to talk about.
It's gonna be a short episode, huh?
It's going to be a short episode. I feel like to start off though, I feel like the game itself. I think the battle royale. I love battle royale. I think they're
Some
fun.
of them do it well. Some of them do it.
I feel like PUBG was given too hard of a time. Like I feel like PUBG is better than Warzone, honestly.
PUBG was good.
I feel like it's still good. I feel like people still play it, just not as much.
It's still played, but it's not changing is the problem.
But I kind of like that. I don't like all the changes that other games are getting.
It's nice, but it's not changing at all. Like things that should be changed in the game aren't. Yeah, like things people want changed, they aren't changing.
That's problematic, but
that's the problem with PUBG.
What I feel like is nice about Fortnite is it's so, at times, it's a little comic. It's very stressful, but like the cartoon style with the battle royale game type, it's kind of comic.
Yeah, the thing I like about it is that it's not just a battle royale. PUBG, just a battle royale. Warzone, just a battle royale. But you have that creative mode. And people can make maps, stuff like that.
We have played so many parkour and death runs.
Yeah, like those are nice. It almost introduces like a Gmod type of thing into modern stuff.
Yeah.
Because while Gmod it's always a game that people go back to, it's getting a little old.
You're gonna have so many people going at you right now.
I know I am, but it's getting a little old.
Fair enough.
It's the original, and it's always a game that if I'm ever, like, not in the mood to play games, I will go to Gmod. I will go to games that are like that. But it's definitely... It needs some updates. Needs some changes. But... people can use their creative mind on Fortnite.
Absolutely.
And not a lot of games can say that they have stuff like that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like creative mode, for beginners using creative mode, I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of hard. It's like...
So, I kind of agree. Fortnite creative mode, it has two things that I really enjoy. It has that you can just play a fun map. You could just play random maps like death runs, stuff like that don't really help you in Fortnite.
I'm talking about creating actual maps.
Yeah, creating maps, no. That's a no-go for my brain. My brain doesn't understand that at all. Like, it's not because it's confusing, though. It's just, they don't really give you instructions on how to do the things.
No, they don't.
And so, it's confusing because they don't tell you what to do, but that's it. Like, one of my cousins completely understands how to do it, has made maps before.
Ooh.
And I've watched him do it, and it makes sense what he's doing. But trying to learn it without watching a tutorial, it's hard.
And they don't give those tutorials.
What tutorials?
Yeah. I was almost really dumb, and I was gonna be like, well, Spargus, There's no tutorials on Fortnite, but I realized you were joking.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think there was a tutorial to the actual game.
On Fortnite?
Yeah. It was pick up a gun. First you have to figure that out. Just figure it out. If you don't figure it out, sucks for you.
I don't know if any Battle Royales really give that anymore, though.
And that's the thing I hate about Battle Royales. That's why I get bored of them so quickly. Because if I'm a new person to a Battle Royale, while I get the gist of the game, kill, survive, win. That's Battle Royale in a nutshell. That doesn't mean I know how to play the game. Like, Apex and Fortnite, they're both Battle Royales. You play them completely different.
Oh my gosh, yes. Apex is such... We could go on forever about Apex.
If you tried to play Apex the way that you play Fortnite, you'll die within the first 10 minutes of the game.
Oh my gosh, Apex is crazy.
Like, it is so much more fast-paced.
I feel like if you want a calming Battle Royale, go Fortnite. If you want a nostalgic, go PUBG. If you want today's...
Or technically Warzone.
Well, I was going to say for Warzone, if you want to go... If you want, like, a military, fun...
Realistic. More realistic.
Go Warzone. If you want a crazy, stressful, fast-paced, go crazy Apex, baby.
But that's the other thing, is Apex also has that slow side.
Yeah.
It kind of depends on where you play, who you play with, and what character you play.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's also a thing I hate about Fortnite. Which I know that was last episode, but...
You can say it.
There's no character change. You're technically speaking always playing Jonesy, or whatever the girl's name is, or one of the base skins.
Are you calling all the skins basic?
Yes. Because while there's different skins, and you can get different weapons, Apex, you can get different characters, which is different.
But I feel like that's a part of Fortnite. Now, is that something you dislike?
That's something I dislike a lot about Fortnite, because I've played the game, and every time you play it, while you might get a different gun, or you might put on fun challenges like pistols only type stuff, you're realistically playing the same game every time.
Yeah.
Now, if you're playing like Apex or Overwatch, one game I could be playing Lifeline. The next game I could be playing I could be playing Octane. I could be playing Mirage. There's different people you can play. But I feel like for Battle Royales in general, Apex is kind of strange in that way. Not strange, but cool. It is. You play a different person each time if you want to. You don't have to. I mean, you can keep playing the same person. But, like, most Battle Royales, you are always playing the same person. Yes. And I don't know. Maybe it's that I always played Overwatch. Overwatch is one of my all-time favorite games. But maybe it's that I like that change. Yeah. Because it adds variety. Like, you can play a game of Overwatch, you can play a game of Apex, and where you don't meet an entire character. Like for Overwatch, you could literally play an entire game where no one plays Tracer. And so you don't have to worry about fighting that kind of character. You could play a game where, in Apex, you could play a game where no one plays Revenant. Yeah. But in Fortnite, you're always going to have... Realistically, you're always going to have Jonesy or one of the basic skins. Because they're just changes in skins.
Yeah.
Like, you're always going to have someone that has a shotgun. You're always going to have someone that has an AR. Someone's always going to have an SMG. There's no changes.
And I feel like that gives a lot of people familiarity.
They're familiar to it.
They're familiar to it.
A sense of just, you can learn the guns.
Yeah, and
which
is sometimes
also
again, something that I like.
I kind of like it, but you also have to realize if you're not able to play the game all that often, but you want to actually, like, if you have the battle pass and you want to go through it, you almost have to play it every day at this point.
No, yeah. There's so much levels that you have to do.
Because, like, the only way to really level up, unless you're going to play 3,000 games every season, you have to do well. And if you're not accustomed to the guns, you're not going to do as well.
I feel like you should
as
be
the
able to
guy
level
that's
up
been
without winning. I feel like you should be able to level up, which I feel like Fortnite does give some ways of doing that, but the XP does not compare to when you win.
And that's why I always enjoy playing those custom maps. Because some of those maps have weapons that you have not seen since the first season of Fortnite. Or weapons that they literally have removed from Fortnite, like base game Fortnite, and will never return. But they're still in the game files, so people can still use them. Like, there's some of them that use the goo gun still from last season that won't come back. The chainsaw gun. Haven't seen that in a good minute.
Yeah.
But you can still use them in some modes. And I like that. I like that you're not stuck, like, only using the guns that are now from this season. Because some of those aren't that good. Some of them you get bored of.
This season more with the weapons they gave, but I don't like this season and how, like we talked about last episode, I don't want to go into too far, but just the one-shot problem, one-shot death.
Yeah. I like the shield that they added.
The shield's cool.
I love that they added that.
And it's not overpowered in my opinion, because you can literally just angle yourself, move a little over.
Yeah, because, and you also, it doesn't come back to you. It's not a throwable thing that you throw. Once it runs out, it teleports back into your inventory. You have to go pick it up if you throw it. You can have it just up, and you're now just the shield guy. You're now the Reinhardt of your group. But
that's also going to hurt you in some way.
Yeah, because, like, if you have that shield up, you're more vulnerable from the back. Or if you get a rocket shot underneath your feet, you're probably not going to live.
And that's kind of a nice balance for Fortnite.
And, like, the hammers, while yes, they're very overpowered, because you can just launch yourself out of the battle if you need to. They also have their downfalls of you're able to punt your teammates across the map and deal damage to them.
Kind of like Rainbow Six Siege in the fact, if you're not careful, you're going to take out your teammate.
Yeah,
so the hammers
and
give that.
That's also a thing I like about Fortnite. Unless you're blowing up your teammate, or you're blowing up things near them, or you're hitting them to where they fly, you can't shoot your teammates.
See, I like it when you can shoot your teammates. Not in a violent way, not because I'm violent, But because for me, when games do that, it adds another stress. But
Well, here's the problem. You can shoot your teammates in Fortnite. You just won't deal damage, but your bullet will hit them.
True.
And so you have to be careful to not hit your teammates, or else you won't hit the person behind you, and you'll be wasting ammo. But I would rather me accidentally headshot a teammate than shoot someone, my teammate walk right in front of me, take the shot, and then they die because of that. Or I die because of that. That annoys me.
I think another thing I like about Fortnite is just, I already kind of touched on this, but just the cute, silly atmosphere it has.
You mean how you can play with the Alien, Harley Quinn, and Doomslayer all on the same team?
Yes.
That type of stuff where you can have characters from Marvel play with people from DC. You can have characters that never in their life would ever meet and do stupid skits together. You can have Doomslayer ride a unicorn.
It's such a nice thing where, in the style that they're made in, there is different style. Even though it's all cartoony, there is different style.
There's the like anime skins that almost look like they're more comic book.
Yeah.
But then there's the skins that are very high definition, have a lot of detail in them.
Yeah.
And whenever they're next to each other, you can tell the difference.
And then there's Gruff.
Yeah, well... there's always Gruff.
I love Gruff, man.
He's so fluffy.
He is. And that's kind of like what I like about Fortnite. There's just so much different stuff you can choose from. But again, yeah.
Look at the face.
Look at the face. The face. Oh, man.
But, I don't know. Fortnite definitely has its perks. Definitely has its bad everything.
I would say overall, though, it's a good game, but I will say, you kind of touched on this last time, but it's starting to head to a bad place.
It's starting to get to a game that I cannot play all day.
No, and that's sad.
Because it's such a nice game. If you have friends, also, Fortnite, unless you're good at the game or unless you hate yourself, it's not a good solo game.
I don't know. I enjoy it. I can put on like a show or a video and just go.
I do it to get achievements, yeah. Or like if there's challenges that I want to finish to get stuff for, I do those. But like actually trying to play the game of basic solo battle royale, I never have fun with it right now. Because you could be playing just fine, not see a single person in an entire game, and then suddenly you're shot from 7 different directions by people that are standing right next to each other.
Yeah.
And that just doesn't make sense to me.
I feel like right now, Fortnite is Epic's like biggest moneymaker, biggest game. Like, let me think on. I think it is.
That's because it is, and they're trying to appeal to what's popular.
And and there's some things, I'm not throwing this person down, but they add things like Ariana Grande skin, and they add like
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast. I bought Mr. Beast skin, I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, I wish they didn't do those.
Yeah. Like, there's the skin on the battle pass, like Vampire Girl.
Yeah.
Her back bling is just a thing of boba.
Really?
That's it. That's all it is. And you get this little like boba mount thing that you can ride on because it's popular. Boba's popular right now. And so why not add it to the game? That's fun.
Yeah, the boba thing I could see being fun, but like adding real life people, it kind of takes it away sometimes from the game.
Yeah.
For me.
Like
that'd
there's
be so
some
cool for Mr. Beast and Ariana Grande, probably. I don't know.
like
it would be cool for me to be like, oh, I'm in a video game. That'd be cool.
like Mr. Beast at least makes sense. He's a gamer.
We don't know
That's
Ariana
what he
Grande games. We don't know.
Like she's not known
Famous
for
for
her gaming though.
No.
Found another face.
Got another. We gotta get rid of them, sadly.
No, I am. They're just the last things I'm getting rid of.
Oh, okay, I'll let you do that.
And actually, I don't know if I'm gonna be if I'm gonna have to, because I think I'm gonna finish it on this wall.
Oh.
And they're just gonna disappear. Oh wait, no, they're different things. I do have to get. Oh wait, I get rid of the bubbles.
The bubbles?
They're bubbles.
The bubbles.
No, they're still there. Darn it. Well, I'm gonna get rid of this face. Getting rid of the derpier one.
I remember
What?
when derp was a big trend.
Yeah. Sadly, I do as well.
I loved
But
it.
and then that's another thing. There's game characters that I think would be hilarious to have in the game that aren't.
Yeah.
Like, imagine fighting Doomslayer as Henry Stickmin.
Oh my gosh, that's genius.
Like, not that it has an actual stick body, but just, it's Henry Stickmin. Like, that'd be hilarious. Or like, adding Ash Ketchum. They don't have very many Pokemon things in this game.
No, they don't. There's not even like adding Pikachu would be funny.
But then they have a back bling that's Among Us? Like,
Yeah.
there's so many things that they could add. They could add Simpsons characters. They could add Scooby-Doo characters. But they don't. And it's not that they don't have the rights to them or anything, because they're able to add
Star Wars, Marvel.
Star Wars. They're able to add DC, which owns the Scooby-Doo game.
But
Like,
at the same
they could-
time of like adding like funny characters, cool characters, at the same time they're also limited in a way.
Yeah.
They don't have to be limited though.
A thing that annoys a lot of people, it annoys one of our friends, the lightsabers.
The lightsabers, bro. Oh my gosh. I wish it was just... I wish they would add it as like a harvesting tool and leave it at that.
Yep. A lot of people wish that.
It'd be so cool to have as a harvesting tool.
I mean, think about Darth Vader's thing. His isn't a lightsaber. That's not his harvesting tool. It's some really weird... It's the symbol.
Imperial staff.
Yeah, it's a staff with the Imperial symbol on it. What does that have to do with Darth Vader? Besides the fact that it's Imperial. Imperial. Like, that's it. There's nothing... He doesn't wield one of those in the movies. He doesn't wield one of those ever.
No.
It just shows, oh, he's the bad guy. Got it.
Yeah.
Like, why? What's the point?
And then they're probably going to bring it back at some point, even though they know people don't like it.
Yeah.
This turned into an episode of a mishmash of liking and disliking.
Well, it's because we started realizing more things we hate about the game.
And here's the thing, I love Fortnite. I personally love Fortnite. I do.
I do too, but it's just they make it kind of hard to love sometimes.
They do. It's a love-hate relationship.
Like,
there's been days recently where every one of us have gone, that's it, I'm done with Fortnite for the day.
yeah, like you'll be one shot and you're like, and just like that, my mood for Fortnite's gone down the drain.
Call of Duty's turning into that.
I honestly, when you and our friend wanted to play it, I honestly almost said I have it uninstalled and then just uninstalled it.
I would understand. Call of Duty is such a fun game overall, but today's Call of Duties, it's a love-hate relationship.
I always loved the, like, story, like the multiplayer story campaign games of COD. Because, like MW2, or, no, what was it? There's a game I used to play with one of our friends that was a COD game that had a story. I can't remember what the name of it was.
I don't know, but I get what you're saying.
Like, I had a blast playing that. But I was like, even just watching people play Warzone, like original Warzone, I was like, I really don't think I'd ever get into that.
I can understand.
And
I don't play Warzone,
really. I don't understand how people can play it as much as some people do.
It's such a hard game where if you finally get into it, you kind of have to.
Yeah, it's almost like Dota or World of Warcraft. Like, once you finally understand those games, you're almost like, now I have to play it because now I'm actually doing good.
And if I was really good at Warzone, I would be playing it if I was like winning tons and tons of games. Like that.
Yeah, if I won like 5 out of 10 games I played of Warzone, I'd play it more often. The fact that I barely win 1 out of maybe every 20 to 30, it really makes me not want to play it.
And it's not like, oh, you got to the end and died. It's like you got in, which there has been games like that, and I enjoy those, honestly, because that doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, like Fortnite. I can get all the way to the final 5 more often than not.
Yep.
But at that point, you're fighting people that either are really good at the game, are hacking, or just have really good weapons.
And here's the thing. We said earlier, we want games where you have to be really good at to do well. We want that. And I feel like Warzone is kind of one of those games.
Yeah, Warzone's one of those. That's why I don't like Warzone, because I'm bad at the game.
But here's the thing. There's not really a good way to get better. Except for, like, digging into it for hours and hours. And a lot of games are like that, I will give that. And I'm not trying to sound like a baby right now, I'm not. But here's the difference between other games where you have to spend hours into it and Warzone. You could jump into the next Warzone game and die within 5 minutes.
You could spawn in and die.
And it's like, how do you become better if you have to find the right gear? And that's a lot of Battle Royales, but there's no...
It's not like God of War, where you can play it constantly.
And other Call of Duty have been that way, like the multiplayer. Like, I love that Call of Duty still has a multiplayer because you can just keep playing and playing until you get better and better, and I have. I've upgraded my guns, I've learned how to play things and do things, and I've gotten better. And I love that. And there's people in Call of Duty right now who can do really good, but at the same time, they've changed Call of Duty multiplayer where everyone's starting to become good now, and it's not because of skill. I want multiplayer where the really good are the kings and queens. But here's the thing. COD multiplayer, you can play over and over and over again in a matter of seconds and get better. In Warzone, you could spawn in, spend 5-10 minutes getting crappy gear, die, and have to do that over again.
Yep.
You can't really do it over and over again, and that's what I'm kind of talking about. That's what we're talking about.
A game that we've both played is Spider-Man,
Yep.
like the Amazing Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
That game, you technically don't have to do the story.
No.
You could just fight random crimes around the city and get better, and then do the story.
And there's something so nice about that.
Because you don't have to... And I get why some people like the grueling experience of fighting constantly, maybe dying, and just having to keep doing that. I understand people like that. But I know a lot of people that don't.
Yeah. Well, I think that's going to be it. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
Well, I was just going to say, you can't make a game that's it's just one or the other. You gotta try and make games that are both. You gotta make it to where the people that like to suffer and do that constantly can do that. But you gotta make it to where other people enjoy it too.
That's how Rainbow Six Siege used to be. Literally, Rainbow Six Siege as a game used to be, if you were skilled, everyone's gonna respect you.
Yep.
Now, people don't respect each other.
Like Terrorist Hunt. You used to actually be able to do Terrorist Hunt and do well.
And back
like
in the
then
day,
go
people
into
wanted to do
normal
Terrorist Hunt with each other.
Yeah, and like go into an actual Rainbow Six lobby and maybe do a little better. But now doing Terrorist Hunt and then going into an actual lobby with a whole team of real players versus a whole team of real players, it's a 180 to what you just did, and you're not going to be prepared for it. You might know how to use your gadgets, but that's not going to save you if you get headshot from spawn. It's not going to save you. Nothing's going to save you from that.
I agree. Well, before we continue any further, we're going to end it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next episode.